All right. Well, here we are again. And as you can see, we're going through a significant weather change right now with leaves falling off the trees. Weather's gotten a little cool. I love it though, this time of year. Maybe it's also because it's my birthday. But I really love this time of year, fall. So, anyway, the Vikes got a bye this week, so I don't have to worry about that, watching the game or rushing home to a game anyway. Um, with that being said, I think the topic of today's video is, I think explaining why a lot of us guys, have gone MGTOW or red pill or incel or volcel or MRAs or whatever have you, whatever part of the manosphere you've decided to kind of find an identity in. That's your deal. But well, I mean, it just gets down to this, man. With all these modern day females, especially here in the West, United States, Canada, and Western Europe, England in particular, but is the juice really worth the squeeze? And with the way women have become, I mean, I just say it isn't. And I think I can find other guys that would admit the same. And it's interesting because I really thought I was missing out on something. Once upon a time, not all that long ago, I thought I was missing out on something, or that I was, incomplete or alone or everything. And I'm seeing how men are these days, and how, beaten down and basically dominated by their spouses, knowing most of them are sleeping on the couch. And I'm going to I make generalizations in my analysis of things, like most people do. We all do that. We all make generalizations when it comes to studying people or studying human behavior. That's how you get to the truth. And you don't have to explain this to an intellectual or somebody who is has an appreciation for intellect. Somebody who does not, obviously, you do have to explain this to. You're generalizing. Not all. It's a human trait, and by and large, and it's interesting because the person that accuses you of generalizing will, in the very next sentence, especially if they're one of the feminist ilk, outspoken feminist ilk, will turn around in the next sentence and do the exact same thing. Say all men. And I find that ironic. I almost want to laugh my ass off when I hear this. But anywho, back to my point of, well, to use another psychological example, or another psychologist I'd like to reference to was Ivan Pavlov, in the experiment of, who was an expert in operant or behavioral conditioning. And I feel that, as a general rule here in the U.S., and amongst a lot of the married couples I know, the spouse almost has her husband trained like a dog. She has him almost trained like a dog. And she treats him, in fact, about the same way as she would a pet dog. And, you know, again, if these guys want to shame me for not wanting to be a part of that, or if they want to shame any of you guys for Manispherians for being this way, well, by all means, let them. Let them shame you. Let them shame you. As they spend most of their evenings sleeping on couches and hearing their wife grumble and complain about that she could have done better, having her throw that in your face constantly, dehumanize you, demasculinize you. If you think that's worth it to get one night of sex or 2 nights of sex a year or whatever you get, by all means, let me know, and I'm more than happy to alter my thinking, actually, for you. And with that being said, there was something else I wanted to kind of discuss in this video about. Oh, well, we're right around election season, so, and I'm not really, you know what, I don't get all ramped up about politics anymore, partisan-wise. I mean, you know, and I realize that you don't change people's minds through giving an opinion, you know, that they, you know, they've probably heard before or have completely dismissed and rejected as garbage, just as I do with theirs, you know. But Trump he's our last chance to kind of restore, I guess, order and civility and decency, moral decency to our country. And for men, I think it's our last gasp to save ourselves as a collective group, you know, because we know this person, and you know what, if you're a black person and you're going to vote for a black man especially, and you're going to vote for Kamala Harris, well, there's nothing to say. I pity you. I do. I really, really do pity you. And I'm not going to attempt to argue with you or try to change your mind. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. To people that want to seek the truth and not believe mainstream propaganda, it's there. And to those that want to believe the mainstream propaganda, you just gotta kind of shake your head and let them go on their merry way. Or as I do, pray for them. Pray that they'll come to their senses and repent. So that's all I got for today. Well, take care and see you next time.